Hey guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel. Today I am back building another tiny house, but this time for an influencer. There is so much that goes into creating content and sometimes it can be really overwhelming. So I'm really excited to share that today's video is being sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. Explore new skills, develop existing interests, and get lost in creativity. They have classes in everything from business, finance, self-improvement, making YouTube content, and more. I really enjoyed Thomas Frank's Productivity for Creatives, Build a System that Brings Out Your Best. As a full-time content creator working from home, sometimes it's really difficult to stay productive, stay on task, and find the right system that works for you. Thomas goes over how to adapt a professional mindset as well as how to set up your workspaces to help you be as productive and creative as possible. I particularly enjoyed hearing about some of the templating he explains that helps you to save time and automate repetitive processes, and I will definitely be implementing some of those tips myself going forward. Whether you're looking to fend off boredom or pick up a new skill or two, Skillshare has got you covered. And they were generous enough to offer the first 1,000 people that click the link in my description down below a free trial of the Skillshare Premium membership. And it's only about $10 a month after that. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now let's build a tiny house for an influencer. Honestly, I'm not sure how I haven't built an influencer's tiny house before this, a YouTuber's tiny house, anything like that. But somehow I haven't. I have done like a larger YouTubers type house thing before, like a group of people that were all living together and creating in that space. And that was a lot of fun and very out of my comfort zone. I think this is a little bit more in my comfort zone because I think it's on the cozier side. And I also, of course, enjoy building tiny houses. Welcome back to another installment of The Squish. This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom tiny house, but it could be easily 2 bedrooms because I do have 2 separate rooms. It's just one of them is set up as an office or a filming studio. And it comes in at 36,932 simoleons, and I have this place on the Oak Alcove lot in New Crest. So, with that being said, I had mentioned I have an office space, I have a bedroom space, I have a very interesting floor plan in this one, and I sort of love it. I think it's a really unique one. And on the outside, I really just wanted this to look like a modern home, very structured, probably in like a city neighborhood. And I wanted it to be incredibly structured. There's not very organic flowers and stuff outside. I don't have like the more organic shaped flower beds or anything like that. It's all like very angular and purposeful, and that was the whole vibe I was going for here. I also end up having like a sort of garage looking space, but the inside isn't used as a garage. I was thinking, just the garage doors. And what I actually did to achieve that, I should be grabbing it here shortly, is the container doors that came with Eco Lifestyle. I had seen somebody on Twitter use them, but rotate them so they're backwards and the inside portion was facing outside, and that it looks kind of like a garage door that way. And then of course it functions, it actually opens. So I thought that was really cool, and I will be implementing that here shortly, but I'm messing around with wallpapers as well. I ended up wanting a garage here, but at first I put like the City Living mural garage piece. And I also was playing around with this really pretty wood texture on the outside. I think that one is also from Eco Lifestyle, paired with a brick. And I was going for really dark tones here and kind of my stereotypical like browns and grays and blacks that I like to do for modern builds. But I decided in the end that I wanted it to be a lot more light and like bright colors. So I did keep this orangey wood tone, but everything else is going to be a lot brighter, and I'm very happy with that decision in the end. I think this ends up looking like a very happy space, and I used some of the tips I actually had learned in that Skillshare class to figure out some of the floor planning in here and having additional workspaces based on like what activities you would be doing, because there's a lot that goes into being a content creator. You have filming, you have planning videos, you have writing emails, you have editing videos, and being in the right work environment for all of those things is really important. I only have one space to do most of that in. I mean, I can, write ideas down anywhere, but editing and filming and stuff is all in one spot. And I wanted to give the sim that would be in this spot in this tiny house, various spots to do those different things, so you can kind of switch up your environment a little bit. I imagine they would be in their office space to go ahead and film, but there's an additional desk area in the living area of this tiny house that I think would be good for editing or answering emails and more behind the scenes work to break it up a little bit. Or if you really just wanted to film a different video in a different room, like maybe your normal content is building in The Sims and you film that in your studio space, your like office room, you can do that there, but you decided you wanted to do a video that was like connecting with the audience more and doing like a Q&A, and you decide to film that in your living space. I think that's a nice additional spot to do that. Anyway, I just thought this was a really fun concept. I do like to do builds that I connect to in some way, shape, or form, and it's absolutely wild to me that this year I was actually able to go full-time doing content creation, and that's thanks to you guys. So actually being able to like do a build that's about that kind of experience is really cool. And also this year, for the first time ever, I got to stay in a tiny house. So I'm just like very connected to all of it right now. It was so much fun. I've mentioned it too many times lately about my little stay in a tiny house on a farm, but it was like the best. And I want to go back. I just loved it. It was absolutely charming. I don't think I could ever live in a tiny house. I've probably said that a bunch of times. But visiting and like staying in an Airbnb for like a mini vacation where I'm not really doing much, I'm just like living simply in a tiny house, is just amazing. And I want to do more of it. But anyway, we're inside now trying to figure out a floor plan. This room over that is partially on a lower ground right now that I just sectioned off, that is going to be the bedroom. And then the room that's on the left-hand side that I sectioned off is going to be the office space. We're getting an archway into there. And then the area that is lower down, that's like by the garage door, that's actually going to be the dining space. And then the kitchen wraps around when you first walk in. I don't know. Something about this just made me so happy, especially with these stacked windows in the kitchen space. This tiny house is just so bright and happy, and I thought it was a very unique floor plan. So I hope you guys like it as well. If you do, this will be available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag MissGryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. But in the kitchen here, I wanted it to have a little bit more support where those counters curved around, so I'm using some of those vertical plats, or what would I call it? Vertical boards from Eco Lifestyle there, and I'm also using like the separate stovetop and oven pieces. So I'm actually using the like countertop oven that I put on top of a mini fridge. I like to use the mini fridges and kind of work them that way in tiny houses, because sometimes having a fridge that's, a full-size fridge, it feels like really odd, it being so tall in that space. I also did use the sectional sofas and kind of wrap those around this door. I don't know if right now with the way it's orientated, or is that how you pronounce that word? I don't know if the way I have it switched right now with the sliding door, if it's functional or not, but if not, I can just rotate it the other way. I'm going to play test it before I upload this, because only one side of that door slides open. So I will make sure that the side that slides open is not the side that is blocked by the couch. So that should be absolutely fine. And then this is going to be the office space. I'm just grabbing the things that I want to have in here for the purposes of the concept of having the two different sections. I wanted to have like an office space and then have a desk area out here, but also because of The Sims and how it works, if you actually want to create videos and content and post things online, you do need that like creator station that came with Get Famous. I don't remember what it's called, but I put that in the office space, whereas I have a regular computer out in the living area. I think that worked out nicely, so you could have both of those in this tiny house, but they feel a little bit separate. But over here, I'm just getting a painting up above the couch that is also from Dream Home Decorator. This couch is also from there. And then the rug and the coffee table that is like the stacked suitcases are both from City Living. I love both of those items so much. I feel like I see those suitcases to stack to use as coffee tables all the time at stores. Like, buy suitcases to be your coffee table. And I think it's a really cute idea. And I like having them in the game. I tend to use them more often when I have a sim that's like traveling a lot, or if I want it to look like they just moved or they're about to go on a trip, and I like tuck them up on the bed so it looks like there's just one suitcase on the bed. There's a lot of cool ways to use that, but I thought it was nice to just use them as a coffee table in here. And then I'm using this dresser also from Dream Home Decorator. I'm using a lot of that pack in here. It just worked beautifully for this concept. And of course, Tiny Living pairs well with that, as well as Eco Lifestyle. So yeah, I really love this desk. I've always wanted a desk like this in the game and in real life. So when we actually got this one with Dream Home Decorator, I was very excited about it. I just think it's so pretty. It's like the kind of desk I see when I'm out shopping and I'm like, I want that. But I also know it's not practical. I don't have space for that. I also couldn't fit all of my things on it because I have like dual monitors and like a camera and a microphone and all of that sort of stuff. So it just wouldn't look cute like that. But in The Sims, I could have a cute desk like that and it'd be very nice. And so I enjoyed that. But anyway, over here, I am using one of my favorite tables in the game. My favorite like 6-seater table, because you can have 2 chairs on each side and then one at each end if you'd like to. It's from Get Famous. It's a super mid-century looking table with a glass top. I think it's gorgeous. And I paired it with some chairs from Dream Home Decorator. And then getting some paintings on the wall over here as well to add a little bit more color to the space. Those ones are from Movie Hangout. I think Movie Hangout has some of the best artwork in the game. They're some of my favorites. They're just like collages of paintings on the walls, or I guess they're more like gallery walls, not collages, but they're beautiful. And the really neutral one is my favorite, but the more of those we could get, I'd be so happy. There's also a ton of seating in this space. There's like multiple desk areas. There's full-on seating down in the dining space. I put another table right here, and these don't snap to this, so they wouldn't be fully functional, but I liked the idea of having dining stools there, so it looked like it was an island you could sit at, but it was at a different height than the actual counters. I see that a lot in real life, and I thought it was a nice look, so that's what I was doing there. So probably not functional, but you could change that out if you would prefer to have the function there, but I don't know if you need that many more seats anyway. I put a lot of seating in this tiny house for a single sim, but since I do have that additional office space for the like creator studio thing, I'm not really sure what it's called, I keep forgetting, that came with Get Famous, you could definitely swap that out and have that be a second bedroom if you want a roommate or kids or your parents or whatever living here. You can have so many different options. It doesn't have to stay as an influencer tiny house, but that was definitely the whole concept as I was building this. And I think we're going to be working on the primary bedroom now. I guess the only bedroom. I've been overusing this bed from Eco Lifestyle lately. I'm very aware of it, but I don't know what it is about it. I just love it so much. I can't not use it. I feel like everything I've been recording, I'm like, oh no, I used the bed again. I did it again. Oops. So sorry about that. Hopefully sometime soon there'll be less videos with this bed in it, but it's so pretty. Like, how do I not use it? I also got these paintings from Dream Home Decorator, or not Dream Home Decorator. Those are from Eco Lifestyle as well. I'm using the same 3 packs. I'm saying the wrong ones now, but with the palm trees and stuff, I thought that was really cute. I guess I was sort of going for like the stereotypical YouTuber lives in LA or in an environment that has palm trees. I can't relate. I think I saw a palm tree for the first time in my life in 2019 when I went to EA Play. Palm trees are not from my area. I'm on the East Coast. I'm like New England, Brindleton Bay vibes. I don't relate to palm trees. So I was going for that with this build though. Just getting a rug in here. I tried a couple of different options, but I'm fairly certain I went for this really simple one from Parenthood in the end. Yeah, it's just cozy in here. I like the curtain that I put above the bed, and I also put the same one over the window just to make it a little cozier. And then we're trying to figure out this room because I wanted to make sure there was enough space in here, but I really wanted it so the windows were behind the desk so that it appeared that you could get natural light in as you were filming. It'd be good for filming. It'd be good for your mood to get like sunlight. So I wanted to do that and have a really beautiful environment behind them for filming or just editing, you know, have a nice office space. So it's fairly simple because it's a small room because this is in a tiny house. So we just have a bookcase back here, a little chair. I'm keeping with like a purpley pink theme in here, some plants, got some pampas grass, which I think is so pretty. I much prefer the one that came with Dream Home Decorator over the one that came with the Industrial Loft Kit. I do not like the texture on that one at all. I don't think it looks very good. And then we're just getting some more decorations. The Moschino stuff pack comes in handy here because there's lighting. There's like camera equipment you can hang up on the wall. There's like a bunch of stuff for photography, but it works really well for content creation as well. All the cameras and stuff. And then I wanted to get a nice chair in here, and I decided to once again use Dream Home Decorator, and I swapped out the same chair in the living room at that desk as well. And then I got some postcards and a little rug. I'm just trying to make this space cozy. I thought about adding more windows. I don't know if I did in the end because I feel like it wouldn't be a good idea to have. Oh, I added a little one. That works. I know I tried like a couple of really big windows in there, and I was like, I don't think that would be good to have so much light coming in. But having a small window there I think worked. And then we're working on some landscaping outside. I did keep this fairly simple. There's just like a structured garden bed, and then I have a lounger and I believe a table and chairs with an umbrella over it. And I added the trash cans out there as well. It's important to have those. Hopefully I added a trash can inside. I feel like I must have, but then again, I always forget them. So I would not be surprised if I did not add one inside, but I think I did. I don't know. But having a nice space out here to work is always appreciated as well. I wonder if I put a laptop on that table, if it would be protected because of the umbrella from the rain. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you have not already and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.